and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Layla to the stand.
Layla,
Thank you, Mark.
pass the mic.
Look at this beautiful coalition that is coming out and fighting for public housing. My name is Layla Law-Glisko. I am the Democratic District Leader for Chelsea. Yeah, give it up for Chelsea. And let me tell you something. Chelsea stands strong with its public housing tenants. Chelsea is here. We have Fec in the room. We have so many tenants and residents from our community. We are not going to stand for this plan because this plan is wrong. So I'm sure you've heard that the city is pushing this narrative that increasing housing supply is the way we're going to get out of this housing crisis. Right? All right, we're not buying this. This is not true. You can't build yourself out of this crisis. The crisis is a crisis of affordability. And that's what we need to keep. We need to keep housing affordable. And the gold standard is public housing. This is the gold standard. So we know that public housing is the shield against displacement. It is the shield against gentrification. Yes. And what has happened is that these homes of so many tenants have been deprived of the city and the government and the federal government's care. The disinvestment in these properties is to no fault of the tenants. It is of the fault of NYCHA themselves. That's right. They caused the disinvestment. The federal government caused the disinvestment. The tenants have been begging for repairs for the past 20 years. NYCHA is the agency that is responsible for not allocating proper funding to public housing. So NYCHA should have nurtured these places, and instead they allow them to decay. NYCHA, long the steward of these homes, now stands before us, claiming that only the wrecking ball can fix what they let crumble. Yes. This is not acceptable. 2 years passed. These very voices from NYCHA assured us, promised that there would be no demolition. That refurbishment would govern, not destruction. How bitter it is now to hear these same voices speak of demolition. Those who have let Chelsea campuses wither for decades. And they stand accused of their own inaction. And they now push to hand these homes over to private hands, claiming that, oh well, the sickness that they bring. So I ask you, why should we trust NYCHA now? No. This is an entity, by the way, that is under federal watch because they're doing such a poor job. Too broken to stand on their own feet, too dysfunctional to lead the charge of its own salvation. NYCHA and Related today claim that the Chelsea buildings are beyond repair.
That's a lie.
That they're cheaper to raise than to repair.
That's a lie.
And in their plan, they invite related companies to build towers of luxury, market-rate apartments, squeezing out those who have long called these places home. And this new plan, you've heard it, it does not have the support of the tenants.
It does not.
And let me tell you, the entire Chelsea community, public housing tenants, community engagement, London Terrace, condo owners, Chelsea stands united against the demolition. Is a betrayal, and we will fight it until HUD, NYCHA, and our elected officials come to their senses and take it up. Thank you.